doing a weekly series I want to make called the Kitchen Table Art Studio Art Talk Folk Bullshit. It's going to be my one night of the week where I just allowed to drink beer and hang out and just bullshit about some previous clips of me trying to make this. Basically, I'm going to try to make some new sculpture. And the sculpture I'm trying to make is larger canned hams, but done in larger three-dimensional forms. And one of the first sculptures I wanted to make was this one here, which is called.
So this is the me constructing the hangman piece. I think I drank 2 Tecates that evening too, and those are coffee grinds that I use for the base of it and the polyurethane. Yeah, that's what.
But I know that sculpture. One of the things I learned over at San Antonio about how to make sculpture from Ken Little was, for me personally, and for what it's about the ornamentation of each piece. Each section has to have its own sort of entity, and they all sort of fit together like a transformer. They're all sort of put together with some kind of meaning. So there are certain things that are acceptable and unacceptable, and I think that's what it is. You have to know what's proper and improper with each piece, especially with sculpture, because you're dealing with some kind of object here. It's just the beginning of this thing. So, but on to my next project.
And there it is, a big bag of hot wings or drumsticks I was making and baking them up.
Chicken bone heart. So I went out there and I went to Presidio and got me a bag of chicken legs and baked them and tried to season them, but man, those things tasted like shit. I think factory farm is local farm. And let me tell you something, there's a goddamn difference between local farming chicken and factory farming chicken. The meat don't taste the same. I know this from eating a lot of chicken over the years. Factory farming chicken, something about it is a little off, especially the really shittier companies. So I bought a bag of basic mini drumsticks.
And so there's me eating all those fucking hot wings, and boy, it looked like I was enjoying them, but man, I couldn't get the taste of that chicken out of my mouth after a while. As when I was making those Tecates. Got a massive headache that evening too. So just stripping them down. Of course, the ants, not even 1 second, already on the damn things, helping me clean up the mess. So
baked it, seasoned it, did everything I could. I was eating that entire bag that night, and no matter what you did, the fucking meat tasted like crap. And so I still didn't like the taste. I know what that tastes like, and I fucking hate it. So, but the thing was, it's not about the meat. It's about the bone. So I have all these bones here. Basically, I pulled out, and each one of my hand licked, eaten, and Justin ate all these things. So each one of these things have been in me and Justin's mouths at one point. So these are all the bones right here. Have them sun baked and dried here in Redford. And there they are. A lot better than what I did before when I tried to bake these guys. It's so goddamn dry out here that, all this shit just sort of... Well, the thing is, like in that first video, chicken bone folk art, I'm going to recreate, and I've only made maybe less than 3 or 4 chicken arts, and actually I've sold the damn things, unbelievably. So I'm going to make a chicken bone art piece on a piece of wood here tonight. That's going to be the special project of this evening, is to conjure up and how they were done. How to make chicken bone folk art. Well, staple is good old wood glue. Wood glue, you can use this shit for all kinds of stuff. Get in there and stir it up, put a little water to it. Not too much. So, add that water to it. Chunks everywhere. Take some of this, sit here, paper towel. What you do, you take some little piece of this, you see, a little short of this stuff here, and you got your chicken bone. You know, you start really. It's just a little leg. The thing is, you know, how do you make this thing? How do you make something out of it? So it always takes you to start with one. So you take one here, and you get this little thing here. You just sort of place it in there, and force it. So this is what I do all the time. I sit there and just make sure. I look at the material and what does the material say? That's what how I approach projects. What does a chicken leg say to me? Well, it says to me, you should build a little house, a little log cabin out of it. And for me, when you're always making stuff, you sort of just imagine things, with it. You just go, you sort of envision what the fuck is this thing doing? How is this thing being put together? Why is it? So scenarios start popping into your head, crazy shit. And hey, just one person tell me, don't mistake the map for the territory. And so a lot of my kind of art, I always like, well, I get excited. It probably needs more wood glue, which I don't feel like getting. Got this wood glue, but we got plenty of bones left, so I might let this shit dry and come back to it.